Clive in Fife. Clive, your reaction to that news. Good morning.
Hi, Nick.
Hello, sir.
I think it's frankly hilarious.
What is hilarious
for a
about it?
slim-down coronation.
Right.
But what's hilarious about it, in my opinion, and in the opinion of most of the people in Scotland, I would say, is the fact that we've still got a royal family in the year 2022.
Right.
Because we have no place in a modern civilised society where you're accorded massive... Let me
excuse
finish.
me, sir. Well, no,
finish.
because you started by saying you speak for most of the people of Scotland. I need you to back that up somehow.
Yeah, well, I'm a working-class Scotsman.
Right.
Everybody I know in Scotland...
Okay, so for everyone you know...
Dies.
Okay, now hold on, sir. So let's just clarify. You speak on behalf of most of the people you know, not most of Scotland. So on you go.
Yeah. The majority of people I know couldn't care less if the monarchy existed or didn't exist.
Okay.
I think the fact that we're talking about having a slimmed-down monarchy, are we meant to be happy about this, Nick? You know, when people can't heat their houses, people start sending their kids to school hungry, you know?
I don't think you would be...
It makes my blood boil, Nick.
Okay.
When you hear people like yourself bullying Meghan Markle, that's what you're doing, because she's a black woman or mixed race.
How did you get...
sick, man.
How did you get from a conversation about a possible slimmed-down coronation to your suggestion that I've been bullying Meghan Markle? How did you get to that?
Right-wing gammon media personalities have been bullying Meghan Markle since the word go. Look at it during the Queen's period of mourning. Every time she held Harry's hands, Jesus, man, it was unbelievable.
What did I say?
Remind
me, excuse me, that's quite a serious... Can you tell me what I said every time?
Nothing positive to say about her or Harry.
What did I say, Nick? Well, anyway, we're going off the point. Okay, so you don't want a royal family, clearly.
No.
What will you replace?
French.
Okay, would you listen? What would you replace it with?
I'd replace it with an elected House of Lords.
An elected House of Lords?
An elected House of Lords. We don't need an elected head of state in 2022. We are quite capable of making our own decisions, the people of the UK. And
I would imagine you're probably not a fully signed-up fan of Boris Johnson or Theresa May or David Cameron. And that's when this nation has made its decisions. They should be in jail, I see.
Yeah,
okay.
For what they've done to this country. Brexit's ruined the country. It's lit.
But hold on. That was the people making its decision. And so that was a decision they made that you didn't like.
No, they were the people that were pushing the right-wing agenda.
No, you can't. No, you are so fundamentally wrong on every level. Because you want the people.
I think you're wrong on every level.
Well, okay.
I think you're wrong on every level.
Currently, it's the Nick Ferrari breakfast show. When it's Clive's show, it'll be different. But you want better democracy, and yet every time it goes again, the people are wrong. The people were wrong about Brexit. The people were wrong about Boris Johnson. The people were wrong about Theresa May. And I would imagine the last time there was a referendum in Scotland,
Look who we've got now.
I would imagine. Okay, so they were wrong again. Yes, absolutely.
Who elected her?
And I would imagine
2% of the UK population.
I would imagine your fellow Scots got it wrong when you voted for the referendum those years ago. They got it wrong, didn't they?
They did completely.
There you go.
And
there we go. So democracy. I tell you what,
independent country.
I'm so pleased.
It'll be an independent republic.
I wonder if you'd listen to
a royal family, Nick.
I wonder if you'd listen to a fellow person from Fife, Beatrice. Beatrice, what would you like to say to Clive, who's in the same city?
Well, I think he's talking absolute nonsense. People who are in Scotland, most of the people who I see are in favour of the royal family. And, I mean, what happened in the last 10 days was absolutely wonderful. And we would never
let's be discourteous.
see that... unless it came up to Scotland, and I certainly am a royalist.
Okay, let's get Clive back into the conversation. Clive,
what was wonderful about it?
Beatrice, what was wonderful?
It was the history, the fact that everybody was all nice to one another for a change, and not like yourself. You sound quite grumpy. It's and
here we have the typical unionist in Scotland. Whenever something comes up that they don't like, they get personal. The typical unionist in Scotland.
You don't think you were getting personal about media coverage, me and others, every time we mentioned.
Yeah, that's right, man. That's right.
Right, so you're allowed to get personal.
And Fife is not a city. Fife is a county.
My apologies, a town. Go ahead. Beatrice?
I'm not getting personal. You're just making everybody in Scotland, and so is everybody else, about the fact I don't like SNP. I can't stand them.
I don't like SNP either. I don't vote SNP. I don't like the SNP. I don't vote SNP, but I'm desperate for Scottish independence. So we can chart our own course in the world and nobody tied to the sinking ship that's the UK.
I unfortunately went and voted for independence, but I would not vote for independence now.
And why might I ask, madam, has your vote changed? Would your vote change?
Well, I don't like the way things are going. I don't like the way Nicola Sturgeon's going. Right. And I mean, in Edinburgh, they've made one hell of a mess in Edinburgh.
Let me bring Clive. Beatrice.
Edinburgh is a Labour-run council. Edinburgh is a Labour-run council.
Before.
Yeah, but now it's Labour.
Clive, could I ask
Labour brought about the bin strikes.
Could I ask?
To be honest, at least.
Could I ask you your view of Nicola Sturgeon, Clive?
I don't like her. I think she's a lying traitor.
Okay.
I'll never vote for her again.
Okay, I think we can just about allow that. So might I ask, what do you see, who would you want to run in independent Scotland then?
I would have an elected person, elected government, just the way we've got an elected government just now, Nick. It seems to work very well. We've got to have the state.
Sorry, where does it work very well? Where does it work very well?
In Scotland. Scottish government's doing a great job running Scotland.
Oh, let's bring Beatrice in. The Scottish government is doing a great job, Beatrice, of running Scotland?
No, I don't think they are. I don't think none of them are in Britain at all.
Right. I mean, all I know is from where I'm...
Based on what, Beatrice?
But let me... Clive, what was once the envy of the world, the Scottish education system is now, unfortunately...
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, I'm glad you laugh. Probably you don't have children at school, I don't know, or grandchildren, I've absolutely no idea.
I'll tell you about my children.
Hopefully you won't laugh when I remind you that the death rate... in Glasgow, the age of mortality in Glasgow is worse than some African nations. I hope you're not going to laugh there because of the provision of healthcare.
Oh, at least you didn't laugh. That's down to poverty and endemic drug use because of poverty.
Well, what is the Scottish government?
Thatcher destroying industry in Scotland.
Oh my goodness, we're going back to Margaret Thatcher as to blame.
See if you actually look at the research, Nick. It's an endemic problem stemming from the last 20, 30 years.
Okay.
Drug use.
Okay, all right.
And poverty. And the only way Scotland can do anything about it is by having levers, control of all the financial levers. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll swap you the block grant and the Barnett formula for full fiscal autonomy over everything that's generated in Scotland and see who's worse off.
Lastly, can I ask you your overview of the last 13 days that we've seen the Queen die, the body, the funeral, the global reaction? What has your response been to it all? And please don't say anything offensive.
I've been working, Nick. I have to work for a living. Okay. I don't have time to watch the TV.
Okay. All right.
But to me, I just wouldn't have a monarchy at all.
Okay, sir. I'm very grateful. Thank you to you, Clive. Beatrice, thank you as well. Fascinating. We had two people in the same town of Fife able to talk to each other like that.